Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? And today we're back talking about some more Andre Drummond trade rumors, and a lot of this is coming from The Athletic, from James Edwards. Be sure to check him out. That is Buddha Edwards' son. He is a beat writer for the Detroit Pistons, part of The Athletic. So if you're not following him on Twitter or reading him The Athletic articles, you're going to want to do so. But what he's basically saying, the Detroit Pistons have not been offered any first-round draft picks for Andre Drummond. Really, the teams that have been talking to them is the Atlanta Hawks and New York Knicks. Now, other teams have been reportedly interested, but those are really the two teams that have had deep conversations about Andre Drummond. I can't remember who. I want to say it was League Alerts. I believe it's an Instagram account. Don't know how credible it is. But they said that the New York Knicks are not willing to trade any of their first-round draft picks this year. So with that being said, I know that there's been some reported rumors about Frank the French guy, Frank, who is buddies with Sekou Doumbouya. If we do trade for him, it's going to take me a minute on how to pronounce his last name. It takes me a minute to learn people's names that are very, very long. It's one of my downfalls, but do not criticize me for it. And then Julius Randle for Andre Drummond. It's not terrible. I wouldn't be super stoked about it. But at the end of the day, if that's what you can get for Andre, you're going to have to trade him. It's a sad reality for me because I love Andre. And I know a lot of you guys are happy with trading Andre. I know not all of you guys are. A lot of you guys are kind of similar with me. But you are at the point where you have to trade Andre Drummond because he's not coming back. Reportedly, he wanted the Supermax extension in the offseason, and the Detroit Pistons countered it with something significantly less, as they should have, because he's not a Supermax player. But at the same time, he's been our franchise player for 8 years. Whether you like the guy or not, you need to get some value back in him. If he's just going to walk. You don't want him just to walk. You want him to at least get something in return. Just because teams aren't trading first-round draft picks now does not mean they won't eventually. Since Atlanta's been interested in both Andre and Sam Adams. Sam Adams? Is that his name? I don't remember. Guy from OKC. Guy looks like an Aquaman. Steven Adams, whatever. He's not better than Andre. A lot of people say he is. He's not better than Andre. So if Atlanta wants to go get Adams, let him go get Adams. It does not bother me. He's not better than Andre Drummond. Some teams that will be having the bidding war for Adams, whoever doesn't get him, is going to go after Andre Drummond. There's no rush in trading Andre, okay? I know people have said this is going to get done before the trade deadline. Do not rush this thing. This is a huge decision for this franchise. Even though not everyone likes Andre like me and some of you guys do, he has been our franchise player. You have to get a good return from him. So don't rush this thing. Don't get this thing done tomorrow. Just get him out of here. We're playing the Pelicans tonight. Fortunately, I won't be streaming it. But it would... I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just letting you know I'm not streaming tonight. You don't have to trade Andre just to trade him. I mean, you need to trade him because he's not coming back. But if these teams are trying to lowball you, because Andre... Here's the real reason. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Here's the real reason Andre is not getting a first-round draft pick. It's because he's the expiring contract. And I think someone like New York, who would have been going after him in free agency, has a strong chance of getting Andre to come back. Has a very strong chance of Andre coming back. Because not a lot of free agents are going to New York. All-star, superstar free agents are not going to New York. They're paying Julius Randle, Marcus Morris, a lot of money, and those are like C players. You might even throw Randle in there as a B, maybe a B minus kind of a player. I mean, they're solid, but they're not guys who are going to win anything over there. Andre is someone you can build around and surround him with talent, and you can get you into the playoffs. Now, obviously, New York's going to have a long shot at making the playoffs this year, and they have a lot of work to do before they can get there next year. But Andre would be a good piece for them to get back to the playoffs. They got a lot of young talent they can build around. Throwing in Andre is only 26. You can throw him the money in free agency because you're not really going to get a whole lot of other people to come in there. Superstar-wise, Andre's not a superstar. He is an all-star, though. So it makes sense for New York to throw the first-round draft pick in there because they have a really good shot at getting Andre back. But other teams, they don't want to take that risk because he's not a Kawhi Leonard. He's not a Paul George. He's not one of these players that they're worth a one-year rental for a first-round draft pick, if you know what I'm saying. So that's really the story behind all that. It's something new every day. We're just here for Sekou at this point in time. So the Pistons got to do their best job to get something in return. And whenever Andre gets traded, there will be an emergency above the rim to break down the trade, whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent. So stay tuned for that one. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members in the description. I am not going live for the game today. I have other plans, and I am exhausted. So you guys have a good night. Stay tuned. Andre will be traded any minute. Don't get nervous. He is going to be traded. But without further ado, have a good night. Peace.